the people are under spells, and we're stuck in cycles of consuming and not creating. And I've personally fell victim to this literally today. Like, I don't know, interesting energy today, guys. How I would describe is, I don't know, wanting to hide, but that's like old patterns, old thought forms, old limiting beliefs popping up. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm very grateful to say that I can catch it like that. And I can catch it in my brain pretty much as soon as it comes up, because that shit comes up in a split of a second. And a lot of people who are roaming this earth right now are blind. You know, there are things we can do to unblind ourselves, to unbind ourselves. And what stops people is, I think it really comes down to the fact that, like, in order to come out stronger, to move through your feelings, to grow, to heal, it is literally, you have to kind of, I don't want to say go back in time, but kind of, in a sense. You have to reprocess it. And it's not just a one and done. This shit is not, it is nothing quick. It's not a quick fix. Everything we think and see as quick fixes for things are not permanent. They are not long lasting. There is no longevity. Yeah, especially in this hellscape, hell on earth, whatever I'm gonna call it. We're being sold ideas of productivity and speed, and that time is running out constantly, you know. And a lot of people feel like there is no way out of that at all, because of literal, physical, mental, spiritual, cosmic binds that have been placed on our most marginalized communities, right? They have been, well, it's all of us. My point being that Black and brown folks have so much potential, cosmic knowing. It lives in the veins. It lives in the trees, the seas, everything. Literally everything. We are everything. You know? And people are being tortured, raped, berated into thinking that they are nothing. We're being sold, not just sold, but forced lies down our throats. You know, it's a really sick curse, if you will. Yeah. Personally, I will say I have very deep wounds of being misunderstood, misbelieved, misinterpreted. Yeah. And that has all led me to close myself off from myself, and that is reflected out into my relationships with other people and the world. It's not a good way to be. A lot of people don't even realize it's not a good way to be. They know nothing else. They're so stuck and blinded, and when you're trying to help dig people out of that hole, you're gonna get all kinds of reactions, all kinds of responses. A lot of people are not ready, and it's one of these things that you can't force, because things are always just trying to seek a balance. So what gets pushed so far one way will swing back. It's just like the pendulum of life, you know. I'm choosing to create and not consume so fucking much. Everything that we're consuming has a price. There's a price we pay for it all. In our bodies, our minds, our souls, in spirit. Everything comes with a price. Now, people may not see it, but they will eventually. You know, the world will not stay this blind. I will personally make sure that it will not. And sometimes this shit feels so fucking lonely, right? Like, you think you're the only one who sees things for how they really are. But it's not true. You know? I think a lot of it comes down to communication and what we're not communicating to each other. With thoughts that can be very isolating, it's very typical to just keep them inside and not go out and share them with people out in the real world. Like, this is not the same. Like, even this is not the same, but it is a start, you know? And that's kind of my goal. You know, I want to be able to share this with the world, the real world, and not the fake world that exists online. And that shit takes a fucking work, and it takes patience. Patience is one of those things that it's either you're shown it or you're not shown it, and that really dictates how you approach your life, how you approach yourself, how easy or hard it'll be to master that skill, that muscle. It is a muscle. Like, there's always gonna be moments that we feel are tests, you know, for every trigger. For every trauma, you know. And I won't minimize that. What happens when we minimize things is that we completely discredit ourselves. We completely discredit how much fucking work it takes to be where we are right now in these bodies, in the current state of the world right now. It's taken me so fucking long to get here. And I'm like so proud of myself. This belief in myself that I am strengthening, this belief in the world that I am strengthening, it is so powerful. It is becoming impenetrable. There is nothing that anybody, even the ones you love, even the ones I love, which, you know, you care about what people think. You care about the people who you love. You care about what they think about you. And my whole life, I've cared about what they've thought about me. The people I love and the people who I don't even give a shit about. I've cared so fucking much about what they think of me. I've internalized it. I've let it tear me down. Let it keep me depressed and stagnant, you know, and that is a miserable fucking way to be. If we continue to live our lives for other people, to live our lives trying to please other people, to completely disregard what our souls are trying to convey and speak to us, we will be miserable. We will stay miserable. We will stay complacent in all of the madness that's going on in the world right now. So yeah, I'm fucking proud of myself. I'm at a place where I can even say that out loud and fucking mean it and like embody it. You know, and that's so, like, it's so fucking powerful. To know and to feel and to embody all three of them. You know, like, the little inches, the little centimeters we take in order to grow, it all adds up to something. You know, nothing is for nothing and everything is for everything. You know, all of the time I've taken, that we've taken to completely discredit all of the little things, all of the things that we've been told that don't matter. That's what keeps us so stagnant. The thing is with that though is we have to find the compassion and the patience for ourselves, because I know personally, if I hadn't gone through that so many times that I've exhausted myself, I would not even be here right now. You know, the things we think that are for nothing, they're really for everything. You know, every bad moment, you know, and this does not apply to unjust suffering that people have caused us. I don't even want to say people, because there's really evil energy that possesses people. Yeah, that doesn't mean we shouldn't hold people accountable, because yes, we should, you know. But I just mean like my example. These things are not for nothing. These things are there to teach us everything about ourselves, about the world, about self-mastery. Yeah. Like, live life with no fucking regret. It has all added up to something. It has all led you here. And yeah, it's endless, man. It's fucking endless. It's eternal. It's infinite. It's everything that you make it. It's everything that you perceive. Everything that you perceive internally is going to be reflected outward into other beings, into the world, which is a being, which is alive. I mean, we are a part of that. We are a fucking part of that. And we treat this earth like it's not our own. We treat this earth like it's not our kin. And it fucking infuriates me. It fills me with such rage. I hate going outside every single day and seeing more trash in the places where I have picked it up. It is exactly like it is exactly like that sand art that takes hours and hours and hours just to be swept away. You know, sometimes the cycles, they go and go and go. Well, no, it's actually all the time. They will go and go and go and go until they break. Sometimes things just have to be exhausted to break. It really takes that. You know, it's one of those things that is a test of my patience and my devotion to the land. Because there are so many ways I am contributing to the suffering. There's so many ways we're all contributing to the suffering. We're not on the same page about pretty much everything. Yeah, shit's frustrating. And I feel the rage in my heart. And that just comes from all the love that I have for this earth and the people on it. And yeah, it makes me just want to like go and scream at people who like don't even deserve it, you know? It's all about where we're directing this anger, you know? We can put the energy into anything we want. We just have to be intentional and selective instead of being brainless and stupid, you know? And that's gonna take a lot of people a lot of time. But we keep the fucking faith, because that is literally the strongest thing that we have as human beings. Yeah. And that's what I think about this earth. And the people upstairs who don't ever stop stomping on what feels like my skull. But that's the thing, is I haven't even fucking gone and tried to have an honest conversation. Because, and I'm calling myself out here, confrontation is a really hard thing for me. And I think this is like another one of these lessons I'm being shown. But yeah, we give ourselves compassion. Because it takes time. You know? It takes a lot of fucking time and patience that I will give myself, because I know that I deserve it. And no one else is gonna give it to me. You know? No one else is gonna give you all of the love that you can give yourself. No one else has the capacity for that on the same level. You know? It will never be on the same level. Once you fully feel it for what it is, you will realize that when it's coming from external sources, you know, it's not the same at all. So yeah, have a little patience today. Have a little compassion. Question yourself. Question why you're gravitating towards what you're gravitating towards. Question what you're consuming. Question what you're creating, and question why you're creating it. Why are you consuming it? Get to the root. Get to the root, and you will know everything. Yeah. Peace, y'all.